Hello, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Massive XRP price surge adds 3 billion to its worth in a week. Nice. So, this just tells me two things, okay? It tells me, one, people are getting ready for the resolution of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. And it also tells me, two, they're confident that this is going to be good for Ripple and XRP overall, right? Because who would be wanting to buy XRP right now on the verge of the resolution of the lawsuit if they thought it was going to be negative, right? So clearly people are buying in, expecting it to be a positive result. And I completely understand why. I mean, if we just think about it from a logical perspective, everything that we've seen so far with regards to the lawsuit and everything that's come through, it's looked bad for the SEC overall. You know, like it's definitely looked like it's looking in Ripple's favor. And I did a video not long ago just in regards to an email that come out from the Hinman documents. And that was with regards to the SEC getting some kind of clarification. It was from a third party, so it wasn't directly from someone within the SEC, but it was from a company who they consulted with, who'd said that XRP doesn't meet all the factors of the Howey test and is therefore not a security. So, if they've got that information from a third party company, yes, okay, you can say that the SEC may have disagreed, but you've got a company who's advised them and told them, no, we don't think it meets all the factors of the Howey test. So again, it makes you think, well, what would have made them come to a different conclusion? So I think there's stuff in this Hinman documents that we'll be able to tell is going to show the SEC in a very bad light, which is what we expect anyway, because they've already showed themselves in a bad light during this whole lawsuit. The way they've acted has been ridiculous, to say the least. It's been very unprofessional, and it's just shown blatant corruption. It's just that simple. So this doesn't surprise me in the least, but let's get into the article and then we can discuss this a little bit further. Crypto investors have been enjoying a feeling of relief in the past few months amid the broader market rebound after one of the worst ever downturns for the industry in 2022. One crypto token that has been attracting attention, in particular, is XRP. Despite the uncertainty around its regulatory status as to whether it is classed as a security or not, while Ripple continues to fight a legal battle against the US Security and Exchange Commission. Over the past week, XRP price surged nearly 12%, finally exceeding the 0.5 cent threshold. At press time on Wednesday, May 31st, the cryptocurrency was changing hands at 0.51 cents, up 1.58% on the day. At the moment, XRP has experienced a support level of 0.48 cents, while the resistance threshold stands at 0.54 cents. As a result of the price surge, XRP added roughly 3 billion to its total market cap, from 23.60 billion to 26.51 billion. Interestingly, earlier this week, prominent legal expert Johnny Deaton voiced his astonishment about how many crypto investors are ignoring the opportunity to acquire XRP at a relatively low price of 48 cents, adding as he expects FOMO to kick in at around $2 after the lawsuit is resolved. Why is XRP rising? There are several factors that contributed to XRP's latest surge. Most recently, the sixth biggest cryptocurrency by market cap stole the market's attention on May 30th after a significant spike in its network activity. The blockchain recorded an unexpected jump in the number of daily active addresses to 490,000 on May 27th, marking the second biggest address activity on the network. The increase came just a few months after DAA surged to an all-time high of 880,000, and DAA is daily active addresses, by the way. Before that, XRP's price climbed after Ripple secured a significant victory in its legal dispute against the SEC. Specifically, on May 17th, US District Judge Annalisa Torres stopped the SEC in its attempts to seal the so-called, quote, Hinman documents, unquote, which refer to the securities regulator's internal communications that include comments by former division director William that Bitcoin and Ethereum were not securities. So there you have it. And yeah, I mean, look, I think that definitely has played a part in regards to the Hinman documents. Even, Brad has said himself that due to the unveiling of these documents that he now thinks that the lawsuit will be resolved in weeks, not months, because he'd originally said he think it was going to be up to like November, and now he's saying, it's going to be done in weeks due to these emails coming out. So I definitely think that played a huge part. And then we're seeing a huge surge in daily activity. And that could be, again, because of the news. New people are wanting to jump in. They're hearing that it's coming to an end and they're thinking it's going to look positive for Ripple. And so now they're all making new addresses and starting to buy their XRP. That could have been another contributing factor. But again, it shows you that these people are having confidence in this lawsuit. And when you see this kind of price action, this kind of activity going on, this can only make you have more confidence. And I've said this in an earlier video, I don't really see personally, unless we're talking about corruption at this point, how Ripple could completely lose this lawsuit. Now, I'm not saying that they'll get away completely scot-free, unscathed, but I do think when it comes to XRP, I do believe that we should get the clarity that we need for them to go forward, which ultimately is a win, because, if they end up having to pay some kind of fine for the earlier sales of XRP, I think they can deal with that. They've got the money clearly to be able to pay that off. That's fine. It's about how can XRP proceed in America. Will it be deemed a security or not? That's the issue. And as long as we get that clarified, we're good to go. That is ultimately the victory that we need. The fine is very minuscule to Ripple. They will pay that and move on. Because once we've got that legal clarity, we're good to go at that point. Everything is all systems go, and that will be huge for XRP and the price. So I can completely see how this is happening. I'm hoping we're all on the same line and we're all right in what we're thinking, that this is going to be positive for Ripple. I would expect it to be from what I've seen, as I said earlier. So I'm just going to say, yes, this is looking good. It's giving me that confidence as well, making me feel comfortable that other people are sharing the same sentiment as me, and that is that XRP should come out of this with the clarity that we need. So it should be good for Ripple overall. And yeah, it's definitely good to see this, and the price is going up, as we can see. So everything is looking the way it should be. So fingers crossed this is the news that we need, and the decision is coming soon. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with this? Do you think this is the reason why 3 billion has been added to XRP's market cap, or do you think it could be something completely unrelated to this? Do you think that the decision is coming soon, or do you think it could be much longer until we get the answers that we're finally waiting for? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.